The New York Times wrote in 1926 of Hemingway's first novel, "No amount of analysis can convey the quality of The Sun Also Rises. It is a truly gripping story, told in a lean, hard, athletic narrative prose that puts more literary English to shame. The Sun Also Rises is written in the spare, tight prose that made Hemingway famous, and, according to James Nagle, changed the nature of American writing." In 1954, when Hemingway was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature, it was for his mastery of the art of narrative, most recently demonstrated in The Old Man and the Sea, and for the influence that he has exerted on contemporary style.
Ernest Miller Hemingway, July 21, 1899, July 2, 1961, was an American novelist, short story writer, journalist, and sportsman. His economical and understated style, which he termed the iceberg theory, had a strong influence on 20th-century fiction, while his adventurous lifestyle and his public image brought him admiration from later generations. Hemingway produced most of his work between the mid-1920s and the mid-1950s, and he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. He published 7 novels, 6 short story collections, and 2 nonfiction works. 3 of his novels, 4 short story collections, and 3 nonfiction works were published posthumously. Many of his works are considered classics of American literature.
Henry Louis Gates believes Hemingway's style was fundamentally shaped in reaction to his experience of World War. After World War I, he and other modernists lost faith in the central institutions of Western civilization by reacting against the elaborate style of 19th-century writers and by creating a style in which meaning is established through dialogue, through action, and silences, a fiction in which nothing crucial, or at least very little, is stated explicitly. Hemingway's fiction often used grammatical and stylistic structures from languages other than English. Critics Alan Josephs, Mimi Gladstein, and Jeffrey Hurley-Meyer have studied how Spanish influenced Hemingway's prose, which sometimes appears directly in the other language, in italics, as occurs in The Old Man and the Sea, or in English as literal translations. He also often used bilingual puns and cross-lingual wordplay as stylistic devices.
If a writer of prose knows enough of what he is writing about, he may omit things that he knows, and the reader, if the writer is writing truly enough, will have a feeling of those things as strongly as though the writer had stated them. The dignity of movement of an iceberg is due to only 1/8 of it being above water. A writer who omits things because he does not know them only makes hollow places in his writing. Ernest Hemingway and Death in the Afternoon.
The iceberg theory or theory of omission is a writing technique coined by American writer Ernest Hemingway. As a young journalist, Hemingway had to focus his newspaper reports on immediate events, with very little context or interpretation. When he became a writer of short stories, he retained this minimalistic style, focusing on surface elements without explicitly discussing underlying themes. Hemingway believed the deeper meaning of a story should not be evident on the surface, but should shine through implicitly. The age demanded that we sing and cut away our tongue. The age demanded that we flow and hammered in the bung. The age demanded that we dance and jammed us into iron pants. And in the end the age was handed the sort of shit that it demanded.